Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player.
All right, what is up, YouTube and 40? We've had a lot of requests for a lot of different deck profiles, so we're going to try to cover those requests while we can, just to kind of get through them. Obviously, these things might go through minor updates and changes like that, but for the most part, this is the current build for Victor. So guys, please check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com down below in the description, and then enter MCL40 on checkout, save a little bit of money over there. Same thing with zero damage playmats for those of you that also are curious about where this playmat came from. Their link will be down below in the description as well. Enter MCL40 there as well and save a little bit of money. So, trading cards and mats. What a particular time to be alive. So, Austin's not here for this deck profile. Bear with me on this as we explain stuff about as well as I actually can. So this is actually probably the best Victor. When your G unit strides on top of this, you get to counterblast one, draw a card, choose a card from your hand and call it to rear guard, and then choose one of those units, and it will gain the skill once per turn when this unit attacks. Choose one of your other rear guards and stand it. The thing that makes this deck so dumb is it gets so many attacks for literally no reason. And at the end of your turn, if the number of face-up cards in your damage zone is 1 or less, you get to countercharge 1. If the number of cards in your soul is 1 or less, you get to go ahead and soul charge and countercharge and draw a card. This card literally fixed all Nova Grappler's problems, and the deck just got power crept. It's kind of crazy. And then we actually play 3 of the other Victor, and I believe that this was the older one. So Gem Break 2, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5,000 power, and then you can stand one of your other units and it gets plus 5k. So that's when your grade stuck, that's his actual core ability. Then during your turn, when you stride on top of this, choose one of your units, it gets Counterblast 1. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, it may pay its cost to do stand one of your rear guards, and that unit will get plus 5,000 power. And then, of course, that ability can only be used once per turn. So, obviously, this is a good sub if you need it, but, obviously, this Victor is where you want to be about 95% of the time. But I mean, you're just doing this to make sure that your rear guards are able to restand, so you can just, pile it on. Now, we are playing 4 copies of our boy Gosachi. We have Vanguard Victor in his card name. This guy will get Resist and Rear Guard. Counterblast 1. This unit attacks. You may pay its cost if you do. Choose one of your rear guards and restand it. And then, of course, Rush when this unit stands due to one of the effects of your cards. This thing gets fat. This actually turns into a 16k attacker all on its own. Plus, all the other fun, fancy stuff that Victor likes to do. But, obviously, winning champ is going to be your win con in this deck. And, obviously, you're just a super heavy aggro deck in the grand scheme of things. Now, playing 3 copies of our boy Ninja. So, you get to once per turn, kind of awesome. Also, something else important to note about this deck. With the change of once per turn rulings, you get the ability to apply the once per turns whenever. So you can, do your restandy stuff and then trigger these fun guys. So when this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard Victor in its card name, you may pay its cost. You choose one of your rear guards, stand it, and that unit will get plus 2,000 for each face-up card in your G zone. This is where the Victor stuff kind of comes into play, because once you start stacking and powering up your columns, life starts to get really fun for this deck. And that's where the ninja guy comes into play at. Just additional attacks. You can kind of understand, swing, 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 swing. It's the way that this deck works now. Fun times, actually. Thanks, Victor. Now, we are playing 3 copies of this, much like our other friend over here. When this unit stands due to one of your card effects, this unit will get plus 5,000 for every card face-up in your G zone. So, talk about big attackers. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 face-up, gain 20k for no real reason. And then, of course, we play 4 copies of the Master Monk himself. So you can retire this unit, choose one of your rear guards, and stand it. And you can Soul Blast 1, rest this guy, choose one of your rear guards, stand it. As unit is placed, you may pay the cost if you do draw a card. So, a little bit of draw power built into the deck. I mean, he's 8k. I mean, worst case scenario, he's an interceptor that you don't really feel too bad about using. Like, so that's the grade 2s. Grade 1s, we play 4 copies of this guy. So if you have Vanguard Victor in this card name, all of your units in the same column as this unit will get Rush. When this unit stands due to the effect of your cards until the end of the turn, this unit gets Vanguard, rear guard. This unit attacks a Vanguard, choose up 2 of your units, and they will get 4k power. So just for triggering a restand, you get to give even more power. Like, thanks deck, it means a lot. And we're only playing 1 copy of our boy, Guzdan. So you can rest this unit, choose up to 5 of your units, they'll get resist. Then once per turn when this unit stands by the effect of your card, it will get 4k for each card face up in your G-zone. Seems to kind of be the gimmick here. Like, you just gain more power based on your G-zone. Now, oh, I lied. I found the other 2 of this guy. We play 3 copies. My apologies. So we're playing 4 copies of the Stride Fodder. Nothing really too important to say here. We want to make sure that we are fully capable of striding. Now, we're playing 1 Barion. And Austin was talking about wanting to go to 2 of this because getting the draw off of this is still really good. He also liked having a difference in perfect guards. But yeah, I can see why the possibility of 2 of these was being discussed. But for now, we're currently playing 1 of. Starter is Morale. No matter what happens, if you don't get to a Victor, like, you're sunk. Like, I understand why. Still probably the best starter. Now, triggers, we're on 9 crits. So 7 of the new ones, and then 2 of the ever so famous. Put this unit in your soul, choose up 2 cards in your damage zone, and turn them face up, or, you know, circle. So a unlocker, but I mean, this deck always kind of had that problem. But yeah, 9 crits, pretty self-explanatory. The other 3 copies of the Sentinels, and then 4 copies of the new heal trigger. So there's that. Now, what's going on over here in the G-Zone? Excel circles that we can't even do anything with. So, the best card in this deck is Winning Champ. So, Soul Blast 1, choose a face-down card from your G-Zone and turn it face up. When your rear guard stands, you may pay this cost. If you do, that unit gets plus 5,000. At the end of the battle, this attack, you have to draw a card, choose one of your opponent's rear guards with the lowest power, and retire. And that's for GB3. But this guy is a madhouse because he will just turbo up so many cards for you. Literally, GBH would not be an unachievable dream in this deck because of this guy. Now, your win con is this guy. This is the thing that has killed me 100 times over while playing. And it literally is just Counterblast 2, and choose a card from your hand and discard it. At the end of the battle, that's your unit attacked. If you do, choose the same number of your rear guards and as number of cards face up in your G-Zone and stand them. If it was 3 or more, choose 3 cards from your hand, discard them, and then, you know, this guy will stand with the drive -2. And that's not restricted to 1s per turn. So if you got like 14 cards in your hand, congratulations. You're going to be getting like 4 attacks off with your Vanguard. Obviously, like, you're going to lose drive checks every single time, but that's not what we care about. We care about, you know, just pulling our opponent into the ground. I got to give it to Victor. Like, that's what he does. He does it very well. We play 2 copies of Media Kaiser just to make sure that we can have a restander if need be. Like, it's not great. We thought about putting in another one just to make sure, like, you're 4 damage first stride, you get a restander. You guys need something to flip up with our boy Winning Champ. So you can flip up these guys, and then Smile, as you know, you get all of the effects that you could ever need from him. 1 copy of the GB8. So this is mandatory with Winning Champ, because if you can get to this, you kind of just win. Obviously, 1 copy of Stark. Yay, win cons. Like, Stark is dumb in this deck too. 1 copy of Sabriz. 1 copy of Gundreed. Getting that full counter charge is pretty good. 3 copies of probably the best G-Guardian that this deck actually has. Like, shout out to this. And then we have 1 copy of Uni-Or, of course. Oh man, this card blows. I mean, you still have to play it. So this is current Victor. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. We'll try to answer them the best that we can. Guys, please check out our friends at tradingcardmint.com down below. Enter MCO40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money. Same thing with 0 damage playmats. And well, guys, I'm out. Deucerinos.
That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out MCO40 for Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and please check out MCOgames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming, NLGTCG.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.